Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, November the 16th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and I am live on the mic between 9 a.m. and up to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I share my screen all day long. If you would like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, you can just put this into your browser, click on it, and you'll be taken to our subscription page where you'll see an instant promo code. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal day. Again, for those of you who haven't been trading the last few days, Dries, which is now halted. However, if you haven't seen this one, just a quick recap. This is what it was trading last Wednesday at $5.81. They made an announcement on the Thursday that they sold some ships and has only about 500,000 shares in the float, and this absolutely has caused the entire sector, of course this stock, to have just an incredible run. Now as we speak, this stock has been halted since the pre-market. Here's the pre-market action, 115. I mean, a lot of people thought it might have been over here. This is the action yesterday. It hit a high of 102, and then all of a sudden we started getting some selling. Kind of paused about right here, but look at this pre-market action. Anyway, the stock has been halted. Basically the exchange wants a little bit of information from the company about clarification of why all this is happening. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to say. Meanwhile, though, all the other, even though this was halted, and this is to me was very surprising. Even though this was halted, the other shippers just kept on rocking. And namely, for me anyway, I took advantage of this one, DCIX. Now it's funny because DCIX was actually alerted really early at 9:30, right here at 8:54. Now, I didn't hop on this one right away because I was a little bit worried about the fact that Dries had been halted, and I just didn't, completely wrong. I just didn't think that the shippers would have any more movement in them until Dries became unhalted. However, I was extremely wrong. But nonetheless, I decided, and this wasn't the only one. I mean, Globus. I'll show you Globus in a little bit later. I decided to take this one, and this I took it right here at actually 1605. Now you might say, well, why? I'm chasing it. Absolutely. There's no pattern it's going from. It's just that they were just looking like they had this insane momentum. So I decided to take some at 1605. I took some out at 1805. It actually got halted along the way. I think it pulled back. Took some more out at 1923, and then look at this move here. This is 20. I think the high is 2617. I actually was able to take some out at 2605 for $10, right on the button. And so, now it has fallen back from then. But what a trade! I can't remember. No, the last time I made it $10 was on NTNX, the IPO of maybe a month and a half ago. But this was just a phenomenal one to be in. But there were other ones. Globus did virtually the same sort of thing. I mean, look at these moves: $9 to $23. Just phenomenal moves. Ship, not quite the same, but just big moves. Now, the one that did disappoint me was ESEA. I was talking about it in the room on a 7 break. This was if you look on a 15-minute, sorry, on a 5-minute, might be a little bit easier to see. See how this was pulling back a little bit, and then it was, just bumping up against 7, and I said, you know what, this is lagging, because the other ones were still ripping. I said, this is lagging just a little bit. So I took the trade at 695. Unfortunately, and it popped, which is fabulous. Unfortunately, I didn't get out here, and it got halted. Now, a lot of times what we're seeing on these halts is that the first halt is golden. Then when they open, they have another pop. Unfortunately, that's not what happened, and so I didn't make as much on this one as I could have if I'd taken some out on the way up. I just wasn't fast enough. Still made money on it, but just not enough. But here's how the reverse can happen. GSL. GSL, we were looking at a three break. And I took some at three. It's another shipper, another little, whatever they are, little shipper. I mean, global ship lease. I mean, I honestly, this whole sector is just ripping, of course, because it dries. But I got in at 310 right about here on the three break, and when it broke down below three, I got out. And I was saying in the room, this is why you have to obey your stops. I could have said, you know what, it's going to come back, and kept holding it and holding it and holding it and holding it. I mean, that's a massive decrease, $1.65 from 319. So anyway, so I had a very manageable loss in it, and that was it. And well, there are other trades, but I mean, in fact, I am in this one. It's not working out terribly. I mean, it's okay. I'm underwater on it, but I'm not going to get out of it quite yet. LBRDK. I hate these ones with five symbols in it. This is one of those Liberty stocks, as somebody said. It has a million different symbols that it trades under. But anyway, I'm in this one at 68.18. We have a new alert from Holly today, and actually a couple of them worked really well. It's called the bounce play, and this was originally the alert was right here at 68.09, way back here, and I didn't take it. I was so wrapped up in the shippers, and why not? I mean, you've really got to go where the hot sector is if you can. So I didn't take it, but look at this one. Look at the alert here, and look what it's done since then. And I was paying attention to it right here, but I saw this pullback, and again, I was so wrapped up on the shippers that I thought, wow, I just kind of lost sight of it. But look at what this one did, and I think also Workday, somewhat similar, not quite as dramatic, but here's the alert at 80.50, and it hit a high of 81.74. So I mean, over $1. So I'm definitely, this is could turn into one of my favorite alerts. It's a new strategy within Holly called Bouncers. Just made its debut today. So the one that isn't quite working yet is the one that I took. But nonetheless, I mean, as I said, I actually had another great trade in Holly early on. This is before ship. This is before not the ship, but losing my train of thought here. DCIX. And this was a really, really quick one. Let me just bring it up. Way down here. Actually, Holly was extremely active. Here we go. So the alert was at 688. You see right there at 688. Look what it popped up to, 743. I got into the trade 696. Sold some at 716 on the way up. And of course was really thinking, wow, if it takes out this pre-market high, which is 723, that it might continue. It just didn't, and I got out at 726, 727. Nonetheless, it was a great percentage trade right to get my day rolling. I actually also took ORIG in the pre-market, which I don't often do. But this was ORIG in the pre-market, and this is one that we have been watching for a long time. At least I had been, based on the daily chart. Take a look at the daily chart right here, and was waiting. This was yesterday's action. Here's that void, and I know a lot of us were in it right around here, and then kind of got stopped out on this action. I know I made some money, but very disappointing. As it broke down again, back down through one. It's been climbing up, and then yesterday it took this out. So I had it on my radar, and I had it thumbnailed, and so this is what greeted me in the morning. I saw this pop right here at 150. So I was watching this. Now it has ocean in its name, and I'm 100% convinced that a lot of people might have thought it was a tank, like what in the shipping sector. And it may not, that may not be the reason why it's up, but I just think that as people see ocean. So on this little break, this was what I called, again, this is all this pink area is the pre-market. So on this consolidation break, I took the trade at 159 and sold most of it out at 180, and then on the way back down got rid of it. So That one and the CRDS basically made my day, and then of course with the DCIX, it made my maybe it made my not my year, but certainly my week. So itching to get back into the room. The LBRDK, the jury's out. I'll probably hold on unless it breaks 68. It's just, unfortunately, I did pick the one that didn't run yet anyway. So just kind of holding on to this one. I'm down. I'm in at 68.17. So just want to see if it holds 68. Anyway, fabulous day. Have no idea what's going to be in store for us tomorrow on the shippers. Be very interesting to see if Dry's been halted all day long. It got halted in the pre-market, so it's been halted all day long. See if it opens up tomorrow. I did say that if I did get an alert right off the bat tomorrow from one of the shippers, I would probably take it regardless, just to see. So, let me bring back there. Here's their cover page. So here's how to get into our room. I share my screen all day long. I usually open the room at about 8:45, and I get live on the mic at 9 and run to at least 4 o'clock. And if you'd like to take a subscription, type this in your browser, click on it, and you'll come to our subscription page, and you'll see a promo code for instant savings. So, super exciting. If you haven't been in our room before, come on in tomorrow. I can't guarantee that it's going to be like the last 2 days, but I mean, these are almost once in a year that you see a sector move like that with the percentage gains in so many different stocks. So, anyway, come on in and see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.